I'm Liz Harrison, and I'm just calling the meeting of the special meeting of the Brattleboro Housing Partnership to order.
Thank you. Thanks, Liz. So the first item of agenda is any resident or community participation. I'm just wondering if it doesn't look like we have any, we have a resident on the call, but I don't know if we have any other resident or participants that needed to say anything at this meeting at this time. Oh, Byron's coming in.
Should we introduce ourselves after?
Sure. Hold on one second. Let me just rename Byron.
Absolutely, get him on. Are you on your meeting?
Hi, Byron.
Hi.
Hi. Liz just called the meeting to order, and we had no resident or community participation. And so Liz just suggested that we go around and just introduce ourselves for the meeting. So I will introduce myself. I'm Christine Hazard, the Executive Director at Brattleboro Housing Authority, Brattleboro Housing Partnerships.
I'm Liz Harrison, and I'm a member of the Board of Commissioners.
Thanks.
I'm Alicia Underwood, and I'm a member of the Board of Commissioners.
I'm Pat Green, the new kid on the block.
Welcome.
Welcome, Pat.
Hi.
Susan?
Hi, I'm Sue Cobb. I represent Green Mountain Retirement Planning Services, Inc. I'm your third-party administrator for the administration of your retirement plan. So I'm here if you have any questions regarding the plan. Christine thought it might be good I was here in case you had any questions.
Good.
Thank you so much, Sue, for coming.
Byron?
Pleasure.
Byron Stuckey. I've been at the affordable housing business for a little while, and am delighted that we have some new wonderful people on the board.
Great, me too. Great. And just to let you know, Gary Stroud, the other new commissioner who became a commissioner this past Tuesday, was unable to attend tonight just because he, or today, because he had a meeting scheduled already. And I only gave them notice yesterday because I didn't know who was on the board until yesterday. So, so I'm grateful that Pat was able to make it, but Gary said that he would be here at the next meeting. So the next order of business is the review of the Brattleboro Housing Authority Pension Trust Agreement and the Brattleboro Housing Authority Pension Trust Adoption Agreement. Does anybody have any questions about either of the documents that you received via email?
I thought they were long and very thorough.
Yeah.
And I also appreciated, Christine, that you noted in the invitation the two changes that for us to consider. So that was very helpful.
Yes, and Sue, I don't know if you want to speak to the two changes of the two retirement, the changes on the new form.
We had a couple of changes. One was the immediate vesting. I've been administering this plan for a long time, many years. The vesting schedule has always caused a lot of confusion, and there's a lot of time involved in figuring out forfeitures. So the decision was made, if we just vest everybody 100% on entry into the plan, when they leave the housing authority, they take with them whatever contributions they were given. And that saves an awful lot of time from the attorney, from me, from the staff at the housing authority. And I think the second change was that we introduced an in-service withdrawal for age 62. So anybody who's working for the housing authority, if they decide they want to continue to work, but they still want access to their money, once they reach age 62, they are entitled to take a distribution. Yeah. The other thing stayed the same. There's quarterly entry. Everyone has to work 1,000 hours in order to get into the plan. And the other things that have changed through the years, there was a reduction in the employee mandatory contribution, which fell down to 2%, and the match from the housing authority is at 5%. In better years, that match was at 7.5%. So I've seen this plan go a long way in the last, 10, 15 years or so. So I'm up for any questions you might have in regard to the plan.
I think it seems very reasonable.
I'm sorry, say what? Do you have any questions regarding the plan and the rules and regulations that govern the plan? That's what the adoption agreement is for, and the trust agreement. Every 5 or 6 years, the Department of Labor and the IRS require that the plans be restated. That's every plan across the country, including the housing authority. And this process that you're going through now is just a normal restatement, which was a good time to fix certain things in the plan that we felt would help with the administration. So that's why it needs to be approved and signed prior to July 31st. I just was at a 100-minute webinar about the importance of signing this before July 31st and the issues and problems if it isn't signed by July 31st, which is why you're having this emergency meeting.
Yeah. I didn't find any questions.
Me neither.
Okay.
Nope.
No questions? Okay, thank you.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine, okay. So then the first would be the first motion. So I don't know if somebody wants to make a motion to approve the Brattleboro Housing Authority Pension Trust Agreement as it is presented.
I'd be glad to make that motion.
Second.
Can I get a vote? Just, is everyone in favor of the vote? Can you raise your hand by saying yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Any nays? No. Okay, great. The second motion is for myself, Christine Hazard, to approve Christine Hazard, the Brattleboro Housing Authority Executive Director, to sign the Brattleboro Housing Authority Pension Trust Adoption Agreement on July 21st, 2022. That is today. Will anyone make a motion for me to approve for me to sign the pension trust adoption agreement?
I'll
Alicia?
make that motion, yeah.
Okay,
I'll second.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any nays? Okay, that's it. So that is all. I will let you all know while we're in still public meeting that our next public meeting is going to be on August 1st at 4:30 p.m. You will get a board packet in the mail, and I will also send you an invitation. We'll have lots of fun stuff to go over. There's no meeting later in August. August is our skip month. So that's technically our July meeting that we're having August 1st. We don't have another meeting in August unless something comes up and we need an emergency meeting. So then we'll have our next meeting in September. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make that
I
motion.
so move.
In a second?
Second.
Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Great, thank you.
And I hope you have a good week off.
Thank you. Thank you very much.